details. What Chen Guang said to me, she said is not one person. It's not one person.
Last time I talked to your Sifu,
Yes, sir.
Sunday show, Jizin.
Yes.
Yeah, is here. And then I say, this one is our governing rules. If you know Chinese, you read it,
Yes.
then you will realize that this is not our governing rules. This is the rules for all rebellion. You know, what we need to talk about the Confucian. You know Confucian? Hongzi? Philosophy.
Yeah, the Confucius. Confucius.
Confucius, yeah. Confucius. And then, you know, mostly is what I realize is from him. Yeah, I love my country. And then I listen to my teacher talking. That means we need to help the witness. Yeah. Our art will not transmit to Yidik. Is the northeast part of the people. Qing Dynasty. Qing Dynasty is governed by these people. Northeast part. This one Yi 就係 east， 敵係 north 不作江湖人。When you practice a kung fu, you need to go to the martial arts community. Yeah, to join it, and then you know this is a practice. For example, in China practice, when you learn kung fu, then after that you will go out to the martial arts community. The martial art community is the Gongwu. Most people will go to join them. But here you say, if you don't go to join the martial arts community, then what you are doing? Go to rebel. And then if you open your chest, open your mind. Chinese is open your chest. Humble, to be humble, more humble. Then you will ultimately you will achieve the peaceful and the righteous, beautiful state. This is also from Confucian belief. Is is what we can achieve ultimately. This state, the beautiful, peaceful.
Yes. So like a Buddhist state.
Yeah.
Like they want to achieve.
And then 冇得自分方 your martial arts tomorrow will be very good. Yeah. 離婚神入面 if you don't follow this, your mindset will all gone. 私人非我群 This type of people is not our people. It's not our people. You know, in tradition, that means if you teach the governing people of the Qing Dynasty, because those people is not Han people, and then is some foreigner, then this type of people is not our good people. Yeah, and then this here, you can see totally is for all the rebellion, not only Snack Wing Chun.
Yes.
That's why if all Southern arts people, they have the Jizin as their source. Actually, Jizin is not a person; it's a belief.
It's a belief.
You understand?
Clear, very clear.
Yeah.
Very
That's
good.
Yeah, and then you can see this one is not for us.
Yes.
It's for all
the rebellion.
Yeah.
Overthrow the Qing.
Especially the last one, those people is not our group people. It's not kill. If you break the rules, we don't cut your leg, chop your 10
Yeah.
or anything. This is related to the political issue in mainland China at that moment. You know, as the China people of China established, it is owned by the nationalist party, yeah, what we call Kuomintang. Then later on, you know, maybe they have a governing problem. Then the other community party set up is called communists. Communists set up.
Yes.
They oppose you know, the nationalist party, but you know, the communists grew up very quickly, and then later on the two parties fight each other, then make the stability of the China unstable. Until, you know, it's a long years, you know, fighting. But, you know, at the same time, in the northern part of the China, you know, the Japanese try to control the northern part, and then they also establish some Japanese special area there, and then migrate their people there, and then try to start to conquer the China from the northern part, and then try to spread down, then until what we call 980, then they start to fight against with the China, and then capture, you know, the China area. You know, with the conflict in 1930s, the internal war and then external attack from the Japanese, the whole China is unstable. I mean, the northern part. But there is a trend, you know, the attack is from the northern part down to the southern part. And then the year, you know, 1935, my Sifu was born, at that moment. And then the Japanese are, you know, coming down, and then my Sifu concerning about the stability, then he personally come down to the Hong Kong, and then join the police force, try to establish something for later on the whole family come to Hong Kong, migrate to Hong Kong. Then he joined the police force, as the martial art trainer, And then you can see his medal, you know. This one is the Hong Kong police force sent the medal. The other is two nationalists, and then nationalist party, you know, from China, and then you know, my Xigong actually working in the the senior officer of the nationalist party, and then he realized know a lot of things like that. He start to plan to move to Hong Kong. He come to Hong Kong first. Then until 1943, his father passed away. That means the first generation, North Taiwan, passed away. Then he settled down in Hong Kong already. Then he bring the whole family down to Hong Kong, and then because of his role in the Nationalist Party, then he planned not to come back to China anymore.
Understand? Very interesting. So, yeah, that explains also at that time why now in Foshan now nobody here about snake Remington. This is the big confusion.
Yeah.
Because it left.
Yeah.
The lineage was already secret, and then it left Foshan completely.
So tell you one more is 2014 I wrote the paper, you know, on about the snake Remington history. in New Martial Hero magazine. I also translate in English, and then also make it as the simplified character, and then share, to the whole world, also to China. And then, the Fasan martial arts historical researcher, Mr. Tan Gongman, and the oral history researcher, Mr. Mr. Tam Ki Hong. He read my paper. He found it interesting. Oh, snack convention, they never heard about that.
Yes.
Yeah, and then they tried to get me until end of December. They get me, and then Mr. Tan called me, and then we talked, share, many hours, and then many nights. Yeah, until after that, he asked me, where my Sifu come from, his village, where is Lo Taiwan. I say I don't know anything about that. Where is the village? Nobody knows.
Yes.
Yeah, because my Sifu come down to, he born in 1935, come to Hong Kong is 1943. He's just 8 years old. He know nothing. And then what's happening? Then Sifu Tan, turn the whole facade down, and then every village, they try to get Lo Taiwan. And then eventually, he got it. Yeah, and then there is a 19 years old man. He say he recognized Lo Taiwan because he bring this picture and then asked. And then at that moment he's a 93 years old person. He say he recognized him. He say, wow, then tell a lot of a story. Then find the village, and then I find my Sifu old house. It's totally collapsed. Yeah, but it's just a collapse. No one occupied it. Yeah.
And what is the village? What is the name of the village?
Danzhou Chun.
Is it close to Guanyu? Is it close to them?
I don't know. No idea. Because too big.
Again, what is the name of the village?
Danzhou.
Danzhou.
And then then after that, then with the name there, then they try to take his information out. Wow, he's really a great man. Then he is in Qing Dynasty. His teacher is Hong Yaowai. I think you don't know about this type of history. It's very famous, Hong Yaowai. He's a student of him, and then he's also the Qing Dynasty, what we call Gong Sheng. He passed the examination as the governing organization, and then he was sent to Japan to learn the military to study the military course, and then in Japan he met Sun Yuk, the national father of the people of public. Sun Yat-sen, yeah, Yeah, and then he come back and then join the Sun Yat-sen revolution, what we call 辛亥革命. Yeah, and then he joined the general Lei Fuklam, very famous in southern part of China. And then later on, then he retired and then returned to Danzhou Chun as a Chinese doctor. Yeah. Then all this information, not I provide to him.
Yes. Even
my Sifu didn't know. I can tell you, is that they find all this information, and then later on, they also investigate. My Sigong Lo Dingzhou, and then he is a very senior position in the the people of China in the Nationalist Party. And then Yip Man is one of his subordinates. He is also studying in the Wangbo Guanhao, Wangbo Military College in China. Is a military officer training school college. Yeah.
This is very, very interesting, this thing. So, was your Sigong, was he aware of Yip Man? So when they arrived in Hong Kong, they arrived around the same period, right? Or did
No,
did
the
he
same
arrive
period.
earlier?
I don't think it's the same period, because my Sigong already come to Hong Kong in I think it's after 1935.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Yip Man, I think is end of 1949 and 50 something.
So this is very important, actually, because most people think that Wing Chun entered Hong Kong with Yip Man. But actually it entered before, but because it was a concealed, hidden lineage, nobody knows about it. But fact is fact, yeah? So this is very interesting. So it's about more than 10 years before Yip Man.
Yeah, you can more than 10 years.
Yes.
As you talk about Yip Man, in 1979, 78, I follow my Sifu. He always, sometime in leisure time, he will talk about story to us. What's happening. He mentioned Yip Man, and then he mentioned that Yip Man, come to Hong Kong to practice the snack crane from my Sigong and Sigong mother and my Sifu grandmother. That means his wife, his mother, and then practice for a short period. Because at that moment, my Sifu is very young. I think maybe he is between 1943 and 1949. Yeah. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
In that period. Yeah.